the same verses you already recited and then read it in English. Record it, upload it to your account on Recite on TV. We've got more age groups, more prizes, more rewards with Allah. What could be better? Well, just stay guided with Guidance TV. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Guess what? The judging is over, and we just mailed out this translation of the Quran to everyone who entered the contest, uploaded a video, and recited the Quran on TV. But there's more gifts and more. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and we're coming to you almost live from our studios right here in Southern California, and we have a special guest with us, and we got the announcement of our grand prize winner. That's coming tonight, along with a special story about 9/11 and how some people came to Islam immediately while it was still going on. Oh yeah, that and a lot more coming right up right here on Guidance TV. Just stay tuned and stay guided. Yeah, oh yeah, we got more and more and more. We'll be right back. Salam alaikum. The judging is over, but the contest continues. Now you can get extra prizes, extra gifts, and extra rewards from Allah. Yeah. The new contest is just read the translation. That's right. Just open up this translation we already sent to you, find the same verses you already recited, and then read it in English. Record it, upload it to your account on Recite on TV. We've got more age groups, more prizes, more rewards with Allah. What could be better? Well, just stay guided with Guidance TV. And we're back. All right. Now, MashaAllah Ta'ala, I would like for you guys to join me in viewing what I just saw just a few minutes ago. And I thought that I should bring it up and talk about this. A dear friend of mine, someone who accepted Islam 1 year, exactly 1 year after 9/11. Now, why is that strange? Well, because he was also the last man out of the Twin Towers. In fact, he worked in the North Tower, and, well, I'll let you hear the story from him. If I can, let me see if we can just pull it up so that you can see and hear what's going on with that. All right. This should be, yeah, here it is. Now this is in Spanish, but we'll give you the translation for it. All right. I just want you to check this out.
Muy buenas noches, han pasado desde la...
Los meses que han pasado, William ha recibido reconocimientos en distintos países, entre estos su natal Puerto Rico, y Felipe estuvo en el hospital por 10 semanas. William y Felipe dicen ser ahora familia, celebrando de manera muy especial esta Navidad. Dentro de la desgracia que ha significado la tragedia de las Torres Gemelas, podemos ser testigos de reencuentros como este y conocer de primera mano cómo se sienten los sobrevivientes de esta tragedia, sobre todo hoy, cuando se divulgó un nuevo video sobre Osama Bin Laden.
Sí, horrible, horrible. Lo de Osama Bin Laden, eso a mí me ha dejado, me levanté con el dolor más grande en el alma.
Este señor no parece que fuera humano, porque eso es cosa de animal.
Esperamos que Felipe se recupere totalmente de sus quemaduras y sabemos que ambos, William y Felipe, están muy agradecidos de Dios por esta segunda oportunidad de vida. Jorge y Carmen.
All right, now if you'd like to have the translation of it, we'll just play it again, only this time I'll try my best to translate the Spanish for you, and hopefully you'll be able to understand and enjoy this. I'm setting it up right now. Hopefully you will be able to see and hear it at the same time. All right, here we go. I have to reload it. Here we go. I'm going to cut the volume down on it so that you'll be able to just hear the translation, inshallah ta'ala. It said that, first of all, I want to let you know that William Rodriguez did convert to Islam. Okay? And this 1 year after he was almost crushed to death, he accepted Islam with us. Well, he was visiting in the UK. They said, good evening, a survivor of the Twin Towers attack on 9/11 is a Honduras man, Felipe David. And that's going to show him now. His reunion with William Rodriguez is emotional for all of us, because tonight Felipe is home recovering bit by bit from injuries of the day. He's been suffering while even preparing for Christmas with his family. He just got an unsuspected surprise visit from the man who rescued him from the burning tower to an ambulance on that fateful day. How are you? Do you remember me? In the office? It's a pleasure to find you after looking so long for these months. As Felipe's body was burned real bad, he went to William asking for help. He was in a state of shock, and I asked him, what happened? He said, the elevators, the elevators. Both William and Felipe considered themselves like family now. While William stayed in the USA for a while and Felipe remained in the intensive care for a year, both were critical about the way Bin Laden's video was presented on the news. Here's a note from us. William Rodriguez converted to Islam with me 1 year after he was almost crushed to death in 9/11. He does not agree with the news version of 9/11. More about that later. All right, MashaAllah. So, and now let me introduce my special guest. This is Sister Kim. Salaam alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Well, did you get a chance to view this haphazard way that I had to put that on there? That's from our website, Tube Islam.
It was very helpful having the translation. I watched the video earlier on Facebook, but I wasn't able to get much out of it. So thank you very much for that translation.
Well, it's not 100% accurate, but it gave the feeling of what was going on there.
Yeah, definitely. And while it's always wonderful to hear of somebody coming to Islam, it's even more amazing when a tragedy like 9/11 helps bring people together under Allah.
Very true, very true. That crashing noise that you may have heard while we were doing that is one of my upright piling lights. I have these 6-foot lights that stand up really, really tall, and one of them came crashing down just now, but I'll put it back together for tomorrow's program. We've got enough light with this going on here. We'll be all right. Nothing broke, so we're okay.
Mashallah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so William Rodriguez, do you want to know something about this man?
Yes, most definitely.
All right, this is a picture of William Rodriguez right here. And when I first met him, we had a discussion. We were riding in a taxi at night, going from wherever the event was that we had in the UK. We were in London, and we were riding in a taxi over to the Islam Channel. And on the way, I was talking with him. Now, there were 2 other Muslims in the car. One was the driver, he's a Muslim, and then another Muslim was with me. And we're going along, and I was talking to him, and I like to assume that people, are closer than a lot of other folks might give them credit for. So I knew he'd been exposed to Islam for 1 solid year, because he was investigating what are these people who supposedly attacked us, and what do they believe, and why would they do that? And along the way, he found out some very important information about what really happened, and he started sharing that. And he wound up getting in a lot of trouble with some particular news people and journalists and so on, because they had a spin that they wanted to put on everything, And I listened to him talking, and he was telling the story, which you may or may not know about, that he was coming out of the building. He brought this man out, Felipe, you saw him, he brought him out, and then he went back all the way to the top, unlocking doors so people could get out. And he actually had a policeman was going up with him, and that policeman used his gun, and the butt of the gun, and he banged on a vending machine to get the water thing out of it. And believe it or not, here's William writing down everything. He said, I'm responsible for this. I'm responsible. I have to write it down. He was writing down every bottle of water and everything. Well, he's a very responsible person, So then he would bring people down and go back up. And so the first responders were telling him, there was a chief, I think the chief of the fire chief, or his assistant was up there, and they were working, trying to get people out and down. He said, you cannot be here. You have to go. He said, this is my responsibility. He said, nope. He said, this is our responsibility now. And actually, William didn't want to leave. So the man was very wise. He told him, he said, listen, you see this man in the wheelchair? You have to help him down. Oh, wow. Okay, so William helped this man, another person down. And he helped a lady out there. And then when he was coming out of the building, he was coming out with the full intention of going back in again. And when he came out, he saw people laying around dead. Parts of the building falling down, the glass and everything. A lot of glass was pushed out and fell down, and people that fell off of the building, that jumped off. And one of the things that really impacted him a lot was he looked at a lady. He had saved this lady and got her outside, and when he went back in, a shard of glass came right down and cut her right in half. So, and it was really, he was standing there like, oh, like that. And the people were shouting at him, get away, come, run, don't turn back. And of course, whenever somebody tells you don't do something, if you're in a panic stage, you'll do that, So he stopped and turned around and looked up, and he said the building was coming down on me. He said there was no way I couldn't make it. So he rolled underneath. Underneath a fire truck. Now, I don't know if you know about fire trucks. They're built real strong, real heavy. And that fire truck was the only reason, of course, Allah's reason, for him to survive. Otherwise, he'd be dead, because there was 6 to 10 feet of rubble piled up on top of that fire truck.
I've seen pictures of that fire truck.
Yes, and guess what? There was a person who was watching from a window who saw him roll under the truck, and then the building fall down, and that person rushed out and told the folks that were there cleaning up or trying to, save lives. They told him that there's a fire truck under there, and please, there's a man that rolled under that fire truck. Now, what are the chances? I mean, it's an impossibility. Now, here is the situation. For William, who doesn't know that anybody saw him, doesn't know that anybody is digging out there, doesn't have a clue, he just knows total silence, because he is buried under tons and tons and tons of rubble. Imagine. And in that condition, he started saying, oh God, if you save me, I dedicate my life to you. Oh God, if you can save me, I dedicate my life for. That was the meaning of what he told me. Now, that may not be the exact quote, but I'm just giving you what I remember from his discussion with me. Now, that was riding in a taxi cab. And I know that he'd been attending different places that I was going to, and, in the world. He was visiting different places, talking about his event there. And these were all Muslim places, like in Malaysia, for instance. And I had done a phone conference with Malaysia while he was there present. And anyway, I asked him, so William, how long have you been a Muslim? And the person next to me, because William was in the front seat, the person next to me says, oh, he's not a Muslim. I said, shh, be quiet. I said, how long have you been a Muslim? He said, well, actually, I'm not a Muslim. And I said, well, what you said underneath that vehicle, underneath that fire truck, was exactly what the introduction to Islam is all about, believing in one God and doing what he wants you to do. This is the meaning of Muslim. You'll be at peace with God no matter what he gives you. He said, well, that's me. You're describing me. I said, okay, now you believe in God is one. He said, absolutely. I said, is Jesus God? He said, no, he's not a God. He can't be. But he is a prophet. He's a mighty prophet, and he's with Allah. He said, oh, okay. And he's taking my word for this, I said, what about Muhammad? He said, well, he must be a prophet too, I guess. I said, yes. So if you really believe what you just said, you can attest to that easily. Just repeat after me. I swear there is no God anywhere, any place, anytime to worship except Almighty God. And he said it. And I said, and I swear that Muhammad is his messenger. And he said it. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. And then in the Arabic language, we said it in Arabic. Ashhadu la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an Muhammad Rasulullah. And it was as easy as that. And he accepted Islam, mashallah. And ever after, he's been just an amazing person, and really done some radio shows with me, remote radio shows. They called me one time. I was in an airport somewhere in Colorado, I think, and I get a phone call from him, and I found out my flight's not going to leave for another hour. Okay, I was on the air with him on some radio show. And then another time we were on the television together, and he was in Malaysia, I was in Washington, D.C. And subhanAllah, you see how Allah will work and make things happen. And he also came on Guidus TV when we first started Guidus TV. He was one of the first people there. Now, keep in mind, this is 10 years later, so that was 9 years after he accepted Islam, and he was one of the first guests that we had on Guidus TV. MashaAllah ta'ala. And he's still going around and talking about his experience and that Islam is not what these guys were all about. So, yeah. And in the beginning, if you remember, the media was trying to portray all the Muslims as being these terrorists and bombers and kidnappers and, you know. But in fact, when you find that the last man out accepted Islam a year later, almost to the day, what does that tell you? I'll let you think about that one, sister, while you and give you a chance to talk about it.
It's just mind-boggling. I'm sitting here thinking about my own experiences. I knew many people in the towers when they came down because I used to work as a financial advisor, and I was often on the phone in the morning making trades with people that were in the towers, and so I probably knew about a dozen people that lost their lives that day.
Oh,
and
no.
I think every time we have an anniversary of what their lives would have been like had they actually made it out, and to hear of the story of somebody who did make it out and was able to come to Islam is just beautiful. And you know, Islam got such a bad rap after the falling of the towers, and at the time I was quite a bit younger, and I didn't know anything about Islam. And a few days after the towers fell, maybe it was about a month after the towers fell, somebody made a YouTube video called "This is Islam," and it was an a cappella song. And I was amazed when I was in Texas to find out that it was done by Mustaqim, who does the Little Shake Show.
Yes, you are right. That's exactly. Mustaqim has been with us for years and years, but I was just now going to bring that up, put that up so people could hear it. Go ahead, sister, talk about that.
And that was my first introduction to Islam, and what Islam was all about was his nasheed. And I'm very happy that you're able to bring it up and find it. I had a difficult time finding it today because I wanted to listen to it, but I'd love it if you would share that with everybody.
Well, I think you have to spell his name correctly. That's one of the problems, that it is a song. So I'll put in song and then type in Mustaqim. How does he spell that? Mustaqim?
Two I's at the end.
Yeah, here you go. Here it pulled up. He has another one called Allahu Akbar. This is Islam. Here it is. Let me pull it up so everybody can see it. That's Mustaqim right there, but the song is the one right under it. So we're going to pull that up so that everybody could hear that a little bit better. And yeah. Let me see if what I can do to make that a little bit more attractive. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. Here we go. MashaAllah. Mustaqim. Oh, he's another great guy that's been with us for a long time. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. And if you'd like to hear it, just stay tuned because we're going to play it right now. Inshallah. Oh, I'm going to have to turn up the volume, aren't I? Here we go.
This is Islam.
out the lies. I'm here to tell you how it really is. You deserve to know the truth about this beautiful way of life. People of the world, Islam is all about peace. Terrorism, it doesn't teach. It's all about love and family and charity and praying to one God. This is Islam. It's something you should know. I know it's really helped me grow. It does away with greed, filth, arrogance, and teaches us morality. A perfect way to live. So don't believe all you see and hear. Too many people wear a title of a Muslim, but they don't practice Islam. People of the world, Islam is all about peace. Terrorism, it doesn't teach. It's all about love and family and charity and praying to one God. This is Islam, and it teaches us the Creator's made this life for us a test. And if we follow truth and do good deeds, He'll reward us in the next. If we remember God and teach each other the truth and patience, then this way together we can live in peace. This is Islam. People of the world, Islam is all about peace. Terrorism, it doesn't teach. It's all about love and family and charity and praying to one God. This is Islam. Islam is all about peace. Terrorism, it doesn't teach. It's all about love and family and charity and praying to one God. This is Islam. Allahu Akbar. God is the greatest.
This song is available for download at ictunes.com.
All right, mashallah. We're going to take this break. We're going to be right back right after this. So you stay tuned and stay guided with Guide Us TV. Okay? Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Guess what? The judging is over, and we just mailed out this translation of the Quran to everyone who entered the contest, uploaded a video, and recited the Quran on TV. But there's more gifts and more prizes coming because it's not over yet. That's right. Now you can get extra prizes, extra gifts, and extra rewards from Allah. Just read the translation. Yep. Read the translation that we sent to you. Find the same exact verses that you had. Read those and then upload it to the same website, reciteontv.com. And we got different age groups this time, many more prizes. Stay tuned and stay guided with Guide Us TV. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You just had a chance to visit and see Mustaqim Sahir. Now, he is also a convert to Islam. He used to work right here in California in production. And Sister Kim, are you still with us?
Oh, yes.
All right. Okay. So when he was, what you just saw, how many instruments do you think musical instruments were there, and how many people were joining him as a chorus? How many? 10, 20, 30, 5?
I would say 4 people were joining him as a chorus, and I don't think there were any musical instruments.
Sounded like it, didn't it? Sound like drums.
It sounded like drums, but it sounded more like somebody hitting their chest.
That's what it was. He's the only one.
Really?
Yeah. He recorded all of the tracks of his own voice. And he puts his own instruments. He makes up things. He made up a saxophone, a trumpet, a guitar, and all of it with his mouth and his hands. He didn't actually have the instruments. And he actually opened up a place to have sort of like a get-together and people could eat and, a night out. And he had it for over a year in the mid-cities between Dallas and Fort Worth. And we helped get it rolling with him, and I was really proud of the work that he did. It was so amazing. It was so beautiful. And he would come out, and he would, on the stage, he would have a cutout that he made. He's an artist too, by the way. And he would make it looks like a guitar, but it looked like a picture of a guitar. But it was just hanging there because it wasn't real. It was just on cardboard. And a saxophone or trumpets and all of the different instruments that he had. But he was making the sound of all of them. And they would go like this. And then he would turn on the tracks. And you could hear his voice doing those different tracks. And then he would sing the song. It was so amazing. I really, really can't imagine anybody being able to do this. What about you?
Oh, it is amazing just hearing. I've heard more of his recordings in the following years, and he always stuns me, and I wish when we were in Texas, I wish I'd had more of a chance to talk to him.
Well, let's play this and let people have a listen to him. Here he is. This is Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allah. Most powerful and supreme, I'll say Allah, the one, the only. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Lord is He. He has been here forever and ever, forever He will be. That's why we sing Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allah's the greatest. How great is Allah?
MashaAllah. What do you think about that one, sister?
MashaAllah, that one was excellent. I haven't heard that one before.
Oh, he's got a ton of them. He did a lot of them for Guidus TV, and his characters too. And they sing, and he has the puppets, and he has 2 of them, the big ones. Then he has smaller ones, and he does all these voices, and he can make them sing together. And sometimes you'll hear 3 or 4 voices at the same time, but I don't know how he does that. Maybe it's with the background. I don't know. But, whoa, it's amazing. Truly amazing. He's very talented.
Yes, he is.
Okay, now then we come to the... Oh, look who is with us. MashaAllah. Finally, now,
yeah. I've been here listening for a while. I was a few minutes late getting on, but wow, that's
here's Richard
music.
Kiefer. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam.
What do you think about that?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That you can do that all with the voice.
Oh, yeah.
The natural instrument. That's amazing.
He is an amazing person, no doubt about that. We love him so much, and he does.
Yes.
He does a great job too. He really does.
Oh, in my world of music and everything that we did in the churches, a cappella music was always a favorite. Well, it was just the voices and blending together. It was quite beautiful.
Well, that's one thing I have to say is since coming to Islam, even though I used to work in radio on a classic rock station, I've been weaning myself off music with instruments. And I've developed a much greater appreciation for a cappella since coming to Islam. And what can be done with the human voice just staggers me sometimes.
Well, we're going to leave this subject right now because we've got only about 20 minutes left in the program, and I want to devote this to the winners of our contest. And for the brothers and sisters who are watching right now, if you didn't know, we had a contest over a month ago. And in that contest, we had some winners. In fact, we decided to make everybody a winner who participated. So if they uploaded a video to recite the Quran, they automatically are going to get gifts from us. Yes. And we've already sent some out. We're going to be sending more. Anyway, tonight we're going to announce the grand prize winner. Last night we mentioned those who had the second place. But what I did, I kind of played with you guys. If you weren't counting, I'll let you see for yourself. Well, let's start at the top. The first one was a 3-year-old. Was it 3 years old? Let's see. I think it was Salman Muhammad Al-Shab, 3 years old. And his brother, that's one. His brother, Yusuf Muhammad Al-Shab, 5 years old. He's also get the second place. And then Malik Muhammad Al-Shab also got second place. And he's 7 years old. So that's 3, 5, and 7 years old, all in the same family. All right, guys? Yeah, I know. Some people would be saying, wait a minute, how come, how is this? Well, the fact is, they did so good. It wasn't me. I'm not the judge. But the judges said that is let me see if we can pull up their name again. I want to let you look at the pictures of them. There we go. There. Now, if I can just pull that up. Here we are. Take a look at this. Take a look for yourself. These are the guys that we're talking about right now. And these are precious guys. They really are. Let me see. What did we do? All right. Okay. I got to bring it down so you can see that. There's 2 of them right there. Okay. Now, these are the two older ones. Let me see if I can find the other one. And the way this is doing, it's not helping me with it. Here we go. There now. There's one of them. There's another one. And the other one. There we go. So those are, in fact, 3 of the second place winners. All right. Now, then we had Amina Jaffer. Let's see if we can pull her up. Okay. Amina. Okay. Yeah. There she is. This is Amina Jaffer. Yeah, there you go. That's Sister Amina Jaffer. Then we had, are you counting? We're up to 4 now. Then we had Rayda. The next one we had was Rayda. Let's see if we can pull that one up. Rayda. And I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but I'll just let you have a... There she is. Well, they didn't show her face in it, so I don't know what to tell you about that, but yeah. Anyway, she got a second place. Then the next one, we had Khalid Abdulaziz Ahmed. And Khalid Abdulaziz. Okay, and here he is. You can see him right there. Looks like fruit on that tree behind him. It only showed his glasses. This is not our photography, by the way. This is what they came up with. And then we have Talha Akhtar. Talha, let's see what Talha is. Are you keeping count now?
You can count. We're on 7.
Okay, well, what Talha makes 7 or 8?
Talha makes 7.
All right, there's Talha. All right, and then we have Hassan. Let's pull him up. Hassan. And Salman Duquesne. Okay, we've got him. And we heard him last night. He recited really beautiful. And you're at 8, right?
This is 9.
9. All right, we're at 9. And then we have Bilal Akhtar. And I don't know if they're related or not. I don't know. But here he is. Bilal might be related to Talha, by the way. And the next one, the last one we have is Safat. Safat. Let's bring him up here and have a look at Safat. Safat Sharif. Safat Sharif. All right. Now, if you've been with us and listened to them, you will know that they're all excellent reciters. But when it comes to math, I think that yours truly would have a problem. Why? Because that wasn't 10, was it?
No, it was not.
How many was it, sister?
That was 11.
Are you sure it was 11?
That's what I had. I had a count of 11.
You're right. And I did that on purpose. You know why? Because one of those second place winners is also not a second place winner. It's a first place winner.
Ooh.
Ah! Yes. Now each one, first of all, let me talk about the second place winners because, you know, these are the gifts for them. These are the gifts, and each one of these is a $100 check. $100 check for each one of them. Yeah, and we're mailing those out tomorrow. Ah, yay! So, and it's actually a $100 gift card that they can spend on anything they want to, anywhere that they take American Express, because that's how we did it. They can use that American Express just like an American Express card. In fact, it is a card, and they can just take it in and use it up to $100. All right? So that's that. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we have a separate envelope. And this one is for our grand prize winner. And he or she will also receive some other gifts that we have, special gifts. All of our gifts are going to be geared toward the age group that they're in, and they're related to being something that you would use if you're a reciter of the Quran, like microphones, headphones, and the stand that you can put your phone on so you can record properly and not have all the disturbance going on and people shaking the phone and doing whatever, and the instructions on how to set it up better to get the full effect. You can even use, like I'm using right here. This is actually a green screen right here. My hand is on the green screen right now. There is no picture back here. The picture is internal. It's in my computer right here. Okay? So that's called chroma key. I will show you how you can do chroma key if anybody wants a class on that. We're going to have that. Anyway, so this is a chance for us to tell you who the grand prize winner is. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, what we're going to do first is let you listen to the ones that were the strongest contenders for the first place. The strongest contenders for the first place. And one is actually he is a reciter of the Quran. He's 17 years old, and his name is Hafiz Shaukat. Let's listen to him.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Huzaifa Shaukat, and I will be reciting the first 10 ayahs of Surah Yasin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون.
All right, now we let you hear a part of his. Now he's the oldest one. Now we're going to go to the very youngest one who really got our attention. And a lot of people said, why don't we just make him the grand prize winner? Well, there was a thing between the judges. They had 3 that they were considering. And this little one that we're going to listen to right now is one of them. Let me see if I can bring him up for you. And Almost. Okay. Now, his name is Salman. Salman Muhammad Ali Shab. Let's put him up here right now where you can see him. And I'm going to try my best to make it so you can see and hear him. Here he is. Now, he is a second runner-up, but listen to this voice. Little 3 years old.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Salman Muhammad Ashad. I will recite Surah Al-Shams. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال هم رسول ما قطع الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
MashaAllah. All right. Now, all right, are you ready? Let's see who the grand prize winner is. And I'll give you a clue. It's a little girl, 10 years old. 10 years old. And let's see what we can find out about her. Well, she is 10 years old and she recited Surah Juma, the only one who recited Surah Juma. And well, let's put her up here right now so you can hear her. Amina Jafar. There she is. MashaAllah.
I am Amina Jafar. I am 10 years old and I am from Sri Lanka. And today I will be reciting Surah Juma. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم. ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. قل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعملون فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I just wanted you guys to see for yourself and hear her voice. What do you think, guys? Come on.
MashaAllah, that was wonderful.
All right. What about you, Richard? What do you think?
Wow, I'm embarrassed that my Arabic.
$1,000 prize. That's right. $1,000 to our sister Amina. MashaAllah. Tune in tomorrow and find out more about these great prizes in our continuation of the contest. Yeah, we've got more on that same contest, more prizes. No money needed. Don't worry about money. We'll take care of everything for these kiddos. Sister Kim, thank you for being with us tonight.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Richard, thank you, thank you, thank you. And everybody who is watching us right now, stay tuned and stay guided with
Guidance TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Guess what? The judging is over, and we just mailed out this translation of the Quran to everyone who entered the contest, uploaded a video, and recited the Quran on TV. But there's more gifts and more prizes coming because it's not over yet. That's right. Now you can get extra prizes, extra gifts, and extra rewards.